Welcome back to the Unapologetic Jae Podcast. I'm your host, Jae Michelle, with my co-host. What's your name? What the hell?
Nah, Robert B. You call me Rob, straight from Detroit. What up, though?
Oh my gosh. We got a special guest in the building today, Miss Ashley Cassh, entrepreneur, potter. Tell the folks about you, what you do.
Ooh, dang.
Your podcast.
Yeah. So my podcast is actually a little bit different. What we do, we specific topics. However, we like to engage our audience as well. So we like to play games and like different dares or challenges, and then also give the viewers a chance to like win money or prizes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've tuned in a few times.
We just kind of do a little bit differently.
Cute.
Yeah.
I gotta check it out.
And where do you guys go record or go live or stream?
So I'm very new to podcasts, like very, very new. Mm-hmm. And I kind of got thrown into it with no other option. So right now, not really no other option, but my friend really want me to do it.
Yeah,
so,
she's like, girl, we gotta do this.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, let me just do it, girl. Which I'm glad I did. But so right now, we just do it on Facebook Live until I can get the time to research and figure out how to
Facebook
expand.
Live.
Yeah.
I mean, I did tell her about this lovely room.
Yes.
And this space that we have. She ever wanted to come and record at Room Service Radio.
Shout out to K-Fly.
Las Vegas. Shout out to K-Fly and Love.
Another Detroit native. So that's what we do. From the other D.
It's so cold in the D.
It is.
I have a friend that's from Detroit.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Is that the nigga that bought you the coffee table?
No, that's not the one who bought me the coffee table.
So annoying.
Furniture. Her apartment on furniture.
Because when I start telling his personal business, he gonna feel some type of way.
That's cool.
So,
if I told you, that don't mean I don't mind you saying it.
Okay.
If I told you, if I ain't
okay.
Go.
No, I don't really care that much. So today we're going to talk about, so Ashley and myself, we are single moms. She's a mom of 3 girls. Of course, I'm a mom of a boy, a son. And do you have children?
0.
He doesn't have any children.
Still. I love kids. I'm still practicing.
Practicing how to have kids?
Is it that the Ashley, I'm 35. The older I get, the harder it is to fight the urge.
The urge to do what?
To have a kid. I was in Trader Joe's this morning. This girl came.
Yeah, you definitely have what was that?
But the young lady that I saw. I'm just picturing her. But I ain't mean to cut you off. Go, Joe.
Oh Lord. Okay, so no kids for you. Okay.
No, I don't. I love them though.
No.
Both of my brothers are married with kids, but I'm still a bachelor out here in these streets.
That's actually good because most men your age have lots of kids. So.
That too, and I was raised by a husband. Like I was raised by my dad and my uncle. So
nice.
My dad was married. He's still married to this day. So
that's what's up.
To who?
My mother.
Oh, okay, that's great.
They had
me.
I
love that.
Yeah, he shot me in. Boom. 2 months later,
Not shot you in. Oh Lord, what? Okay.
I just want to see you smile.
So,
let's go.
Speaking of your people, they saw the first episode, right?
Yes.
They have questions for me?
They drilled you. Yes, they had questions for you.
They drilled me?
Oh, hell yeah. Because they know me.
They drilled you about me.
Yes. 100%.
They didn't drill me, Paul.
But they drilled me about you. You don't know them.
Right.
Yes.
So what were some of the questions that they have for me so I can answer to brother, uncle, daddy?
These my homies. And
one of my homies.
One of my married younger brother, 33 years old.
Okay.
And he going to be watching this too.
Oh,
okay, out of
brother.
5 men that seen this, I'm not gonna tell you the women said, but the 5 men that seen this,
we want what the women
they
said
think.
too.
Oh, I'm gonna get to that. I'll get to that too.
Yeah, tell us what everybody said.
Okay, I gotta ask you a question before I tell you what they said. I got a question. Okay, when you had your son, when you had your son,
when I birthed him, or when he was conceived.
Who was your baby daddy living with at the time?
Nobody.
He was living by himself. Oh, okay, all right. Because a lot of them, what they got out of it, they think you the side chick. All 4 out of 5 of them said that.
No, we were together.
No, you said when you got pregnant, you said y'all weren't together, right?
Right.
So because one of them asked me, who is her baby daddy live with now? I said he lived with his chick now that he got a kid with, and her kids that she decided to keep.
Right.
So therefore, he said, nope, yes, she's a side kid. So therefore, even though she thinks she got claimed the fame because she got pregnant first. I said, I don't really know, dude. So.
Well, there's no claim to fame for getting pregnant first. I don't know what type of
the reason they said
accolade
that,
y'all think that is, right?
The reason they said that because you was sitting here a couple weeks ago, you said, I'm my baby daddy's first. Like, that's glory.
Well, there's context to that conversation because I'm the first and he's my first.
That's why here. Yeah, that's why
He's my first and I'm his first.
But yeah,
with having a child, there's no claim to fame for that. Like, and I wasn't a side chick either. We were together in a relationship.
Y'all were in a relationship when y'all conceived.
No, not when we conceived.
That's what they're talking about because they saying.
Well, it's the same
Let
apartment.
me tell you something, but don't matter. But listen,
when
y'all weren't together,
living there.
No, listen. This is what it's saying. Sometimes when a dude is on a break with a woman, on and off.
No, it wasn't a break. We were broken up.
Y'all broken
indefinitely.
up indefinitely. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I don't take breaks.
Okay, when dudes break up with women indefinitely, I've been there.
I broke up with him.
Oh, don't matter.
Oh, now it don't matter. Okay.
Listen, Jay.
Let's go. I'm listening. Let's go. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay, when he said y'all was broken up, whoever it did, and I'm gonna tell you why women break up anyway. But
okay,
you gonna tell us why?
You gonna tell us why we?
Y'all know. Y'all probably gonna agree with me.
Go ahead, Rob. Say what you gonna say, child.
Okay, y'all was broken up.
Even
regardless of what you was doing, he probably had some chick on the side like that he was messing with, or that he was probably on and off with, or he was probably with.
Probably so. Since
and then he
we
came
broken
back
up because he cheated on me. Yeah, probably so. He probably did have some bitches on the side. Why wouldn't he? He's a single man. He's absolutely.
No, I'm talking about. I ain't even finished the sentence, man. See?
Go ahead.
Not just a chick on the side. He probably had a whole nother chick.
Probably so.
Because he's living with her now, right? Why was he not living with himself right now? Why he not by himself right now?
Maybe because they're in a relationship.
Oh, they still together?
Yeah.
So but what they was thinking, four of my homies, they told me, we was in a group chat. He said, I think he was already, even though he probably living with himself, he was already with her when he got you pregnant. That's what they think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That's what they think. So they
probably ain't no telling.
See, now we on the same page. So they think that he was probably with her, his second baby mama, and her kids by other niggas. And then he got you pregnant first. He shot you up first, and then so he think the girl he with now that he's probably gonna have more longevity with. If he was already with her, but he came back to you, y'all threw out a text with them green text messages, threw out a green text message.
The green bubble.
He came over there. No contraception.
Well, that's not what happened,
baby.
But okay.
But that's what they think was
happening. That's fine. They can think that.
Yeah, that's what
I have no desire to clear that up.
You don't have to. I'm just saying. I'm telling you what they thought.
They can think that.
So what was the
topic
last week then? What was the topic last week for all these questions?
Oh yeah, that dude that had. I got 7 kids.
The 7 kids, the 7 baby mamas.
Yeah.
The guy that went viral for saying he has 7 kids and 7 baby mamas, and he's not in contact with any of them because he told the women that he didn't want the kids.
That too.
And that's a bragging point? Like, you bragging about that? That's
no.
tacky.
I think he was saying it because I don't know why what prompted him to make that video, but he had also made a follow-up video saying that not all the women he slept with were unprotected, condoms break.
And that's how I came in.
A lot of women don't ask to put condoms on, and I asked him that, and he said, yeah, that's true. A lot of women don't be like stopping the vibe to ask to put condoms on or whatever. And that's when I was like, women are delusional because, they think, well, if I have it, like he gonna stay. And that's not always the case.
And I got a question. Then they asked me, I'm gonna send you the first episode too. I'm 35. I live the bachelor lifestyle.
You're not gonna keep saying that. We know you 35.
Wait, how old are you again?
35.
Okay.
I just want to say it. But yeah, okay. Throughout my bachelor lifestyle, like I've been to 40 out of 50 states, been to different countries. So I had all 31 flavors. But the girls that I've known for years and I laid down with, a lot of those times we was having sex, the vibe was right. She's fed. She has her drink. Listen, man, she has her adult beverage massaged up. Time to get going.
Okay.
A lot of those times were optional. So that's what she asked me, and I just want to know what's going through a lot of girls' minds. And Jay told me that like some girls be thinking like, okay, if I happen to get pregnant, Robert has his shit together, 6'3", good genetics, he come from a good home, he's educated. I want to know your take on that. That's what Jay said. But what is your? Because a lot of these girls be like, come on.
Yeah, and those girls are very average, and we are not.
No, some of the baddest ones, the ones that stop. Come on.
But
looks
the thing is, I was going to say,
average.
what makes a woman bad? Like their mindset or their appearance?
You know what? I would say
most men would say their appearance. That's what they consider a bad bitch.
Because that's what women are valued on. Because some of the most,
Okay. I mean, I'm just
asking.
It wasn't a right or wrong answer. I'm just
you're
asking.
Right. That's a good question. Yeah, but I'm just talking about. Let's just go straight off appearance. Some of these girls were college educated. I grew up in the suburbs, so I was around a lot of good women that had fathers at home, to where I had to sneak in a lot of closets, and stuff. So therefore, these girls were, daddy's girls.
Right.
But some of them, Robert, you know me a long time. Like, no, just I want to. And it. Like I told you,
just want to feel it raw.
It took a lot of how can I say this, discipline for me to. And sometimes when I did strap up, it killed the vibe. Like everything was good that whole day. Me and her was at the grocery store. I say, walk over there and get them grapes for daddy. And I slept, foreplay throughout the whole day.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Then as soon as I ripped that condom open, you could tell the vibe goes down. That happened at least 5 times to me. That's what. Yeah. So what's your take on that?
Okay, I do have a question for you. So you are 35. We want to let everybody know
clear
he's 35. 35, no children. But have you ever gotten anyone pregnant?
The first time I ever had sex with a girl, 21, let's take it back to 2009, I have gotten a girl pregnant. That's the first time I ever. But let me tell you what happened. Did she abort?
Did she miscarry?
I'm going to tell you what happened. This is on the internet too, what I'm about to tell you. So this is facts. When I was 2009, I was 21 years old in college.
Okay.
I fell in love with this girl named Asia McGowan. She went to Henry Ford College in Detroit. Back in the day, I was broke in college. I was home. Back in the day, you could spend Red Roof Inn like $60 a night cash. You can't do that no more. Got me a pizza, got Hypnotic and Hennessy.
Let's fast forward this
story.
Listen.
No,
we only got an hour.
Okay, yeah. So before I can reach for it, she jumped up on it. Boom. So when I went back to school, she went back to school. I said, I ain't had nothing on. So she said, oh, what you worried about, Mr. Burns? So a week go by, she gets sick. I said, I told you what happened, so you might want to take, So I'm preparing how I'm going to tell my dad. She gets killed at a school shooting. This is on the internet.
Oh, shit.
That's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate. So, yeah, this is by a guy that I used to hoop with that was jealous that she chose me.
So you never got anyone pregnant after that? After
that. That messed me. I didn't handle that well when that happened. So
of course not. I can imagine.
So I lived 3 hours from the campus. So I had drove down. My car broke down. My Dodge Intrepid. My dad had to come get me. So I went to that funeral hugging her mom. So as I'm hugging her mom, her dad gave me that death stare. That stare I never seen a day in my life. I went to the bathroom, started crying, throwing up and stuff. So after that happened,
that's unfortunate.
That's motivated me from after I was 21. That motivated me throughout my 20s, because I didn't want that to happen. Because and now to this day, for 10 years straight, I had that dream of this little girl playing on the beach.
Like it could have been your daughter.
Yeah, but I never could see her face.
That's sad. Damn. What's the question that your brother had or your friends had, so we can move on to the original conversation?
They just want to know. You answered it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we can move on. Look at Jay. Smile. There we go. That's my homie. You see how Ashley smiles? But you get what I'm saying. So
I just want to, get the shit out on the table. If they got questions, I'm here to answer. If anybody got any questions about anything, please ask.
Yeah, but if you want to see how she looked like, her name is Asia McGowan. You Google her, you'll see her face. She was like a female version of me.
So we're about to get into this topic of mom guilt, which is a very real thing. Rob has a video to play for us to start off the conversation.
I sent this. Some young lady, she's a single mom. She sent this to me.
So God damn.
I think my first step to my mommy guilt was.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
I think my first step to my mommy guilt was giving her a better father. That's one thing for me off rip. And I can admit to myself, and I think when you brought it up in the podcast before, when you were like, we see these flags, we be with these men for a year, and I couldn't say because that was me. Like, I've been with her dad not even a full year, and I got pregnant, which it wasn't on purpose. I was mindful of everything, but shit happens. And I saw the flags, but I asked him, what do you want to do? We can do it. You know what I'm saying? And I accepted that. So I accepted that I could have chose a better person for her father. And to me, at the point now, I'm like, I don't moan about him not being there because I saw the signs already. So I hold myself accountable to it, and I just deal with taking care of her the best way that I can. I think my first step to my mom.
That's deep.
So she said hold on. She said she doesn't hold him accountable. Is that what she said?
Did she say that?
No, she said holding herself accountable. I don't bitch and moan.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, mom guilt is a real thing. If y'all don't know what mom guilt is, you can go ahead and Google the definition of mom guilt. But it comes in lots of forms, not just regretting who you made your kids with, but there was another young lady that had made a similar video. Her name is Jessica, I believe. She's on Instagram as well. I think she was on the podcast with I forget the podcast, the two moms. But she was Bad Mom, Good Moms, Bad Mom.
No, Good Moms, Bad Decisions.
Yeah, that podcast. She was on that
it's number
one.
9.
Mom guilt about always having to worry about your kids when they're not around you. So, I mean, mom guilt is a real thing. I felt mom guilt before. And it definitely had to do with who I made my child with.
Absolutely.
I was very sad for a long time, like apologizing to my baby, like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's a real thing.
It is, most definitely. So unfortunately, I don't want to say unfortunately, but unfortunately for my kids, I would say their father has 6 children, 6 daughters.
Ooh, he only made girls.
With 4 women.
Is he a rich guy or public figure? The first one.
He ain't shit.
Fair enough.
So that's that.
I got a stat for you.
And I don't say that just because.
I know.
When I say he's not shit, I mean as far as mentally, and he neglects getting the mental help to be better for himself and his children. So that's why I say, like, you're not shit because you don't care enough about yourself to even care about your kids, or you don't care enough about yourself to get right for your kids. So sometimes the thing is, like, when you become a parent, it's all about your kids. It should be. At least it should be that way. So I feel like, he's very selfish for not only not getting himself right for his kids, but also continuing to make kids. It's like, you're not even taking care of these that you have. So what are you doing?
Right.
And what is the word? Like, I spoke to several people about this, and somebody was like, he's yearning for something. Like he's
missing something.
Yeah.
He do something for, he's doing that for
something
coping,
for exactly. But it's like,
is he competent? What does he do for a living? I know he ain't shit. Most of them.
Okay, so now he drives trucks right now.
Okay, that's good.
Ooh.
That's good. That's stable.
That's the baby daddy career.
Because he can
My
stay
baby
away from
daddy
his
do the same
baby mamas.
thing.
Yeah. I mean, he's not at home a lot.
Right.
Okay.
So when we were together, though, he was in college.
At all.
Yeah, he was in college. He wasn't driving trucks while we were together. He was actually in college. But what was I about to say? Back to the mom guilt. It's like, I look at my kids and it's like, my children shouldn't feel sorry for their dad. Like, that hurts so much. And it's like, even though he's not shit, and I know that, I never say that to my daughters. Like, I never will ever bash their dad in front of him. But as soon as that door closed, I'm like, this nigga.
Yeah.
But yeah, in front of my, because the thing is, but however, he does that to my kids. And it's like, how? I'm the only one taking care of them. And
he don't talk bad about you to y'all kids.
Yes. And my daughter tells me, because she's like confused, like, but you not even, like, my mom, she's the one on the scene all the time. So why are you, my daughter's very smart, and she
oldest.
No, the middle kid. She's 9.
I'm the middle child too. So.
But my kids should never feel sorry for their dad, and it's like I have to kind of correct her sometimes. Like, hold on, this is not your problem. This is his problem. This is something for him to fix. Yeah, I'm like,
kids don't know what adults know.
Exactly. I'm like, you have no business feeling sorry for him. He makes his own choices.
School.
That's what it is. But and I always still encourage my kids, love your dad. All those sort of things. But Lord knows, if I could have a second chance, I absolutely would.
That's real.
Yeah.
Now, when you saying ain't shit, besides jealousy, I lost a lot of friends because I found out they weren't taking care of their kids. I had to stop messing with them. I don't need you. I'm an adult.
That's great though. You should though. A lot of guys should do that. A lot of guys should stop dealing with friends that they have that don't deal with their children,
100%.
Or encourage them to.
Yeah, they're not gonna listen. No, that don't work. It don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I saw a video on TikTok and the guy was like, you got to get out my car. Like, he like, why? Like, because you don't deal with your kids. You're not taking care of your kids. And the guy did not understand what his friend was saying. It's like, no. And the guy in the back seat wasn't no help either when I was filming. It's like, why you get mad at him? Like, he don't take care of his kids. Like, he a deadbeat. Like, you shouldn't be around or encourage people to, not take care of their responsibilities.
Correct. You're correct. Yeah. The reason why that don't work, because if he has a living father, regardless of status, if he don't listen to his dad, what makes him want to listen to his homie?
Exactly.
We was in Club Live in Miami. My homie almost fought me because I told him to leave. Like, dude, you got a baby by a chick I know my whole life. You in the club with me?
Yeah, spending money on bottles and drinks, but your
He
daughter
grabbed my shoulder, but the dude, that bouncer I was cool with, they kicked him out. Like, dude, we in Miami. Like,
yeah, a lot of dudes need to be more responsible. But the way that my son's and his father's relationship is forming, I don't want to say regret, because I don't regret having my son, just the person I had him with. But it's like becoming better. I think he's just, I don't know if it's because my son is getting older, like he can work his tablet. His dad calls him every day on the tablet. They FaceTime each other. Well, I had to teach him. He's 2.
Yeah.
So, his father FaceTimes him. I'll answer for them. Like, sometimes he don't want to talk. And he'll just hang up. And I have to teach him, like, no. Stay. Can I talk to you later? Can I call you back? Before just hanging up. Bye, daddy. Just push the button and the man be gone. Gotcha. But, yeah, I don't know. I just have to see how it plays out. But at first, when I was going through all his first year, I hated that man.
Understood.
I hated that man.
Yeah. Yeah, Ashley, I'll throw a stat for you. Algebra. Okay.
Jesus.
I need my calculator. Hold on.
Already told her. Yeah, you do. I already told you.
I do? What? Do I really?
Did you know that in the black community, don't you know that only 20% of men are responsible for 70% of the children? I'm about to break it down to you.
Wait, say it again?
Only 20% of black men are
20% of black men
are responsible for 70% of black children. I'm about to break it down.
This is the way you broke it down in Starbucks.
Yeah, Bureau of Labor and Statistics. Okay. 51% of black men are single and childless. That's 18 to 60. I'm one of them. 30% of them are married. So what's 51 plus 30? 81.
I'm like, carry the
81. So that leaves 19 to 20% of men. So let's go. 70% of black kids grow up in a single parent household. So where is those kids coming from? They can't come from the men that's single and childless. The 30% of men are single.
The men that are having children continue to have children.
Thank you. So it just has nothing to do with income. Like the Nick Cannon Future, even though they're in the top 1% of earners, they're still in that 20% of men that have kids because they're not married. So if your baby fathers are not married, they're in that top 20%. Because most men that are married that have kids with their wife, or they might have one kid outside. Like Antonio Gates, he's from Detroit, NFL player. His boy was my roommate. He had one baby mama that worked with my dad, but he got married and had his kids with his wife.
Right.
So therefore, I hope I didn't confuse you. Like 20%, it's really like 17%. I'm being nice. 70% of men are responsible. 17% of men are responsible for 70% of the black kids. That means women are fucking the same dudes over and over. So that means only about 20% of men got access to all the bad bitch pussy. Well, most pussy, all that. I'm sorry, I got to say
bad bitch.
So therefore, that's a stat for you in the black community. We're not talking about white Jewish.
Right.
But look, okay, we talking Black China. You see how she just changed all that? Who was both her baby daddies?
Yeah, Tiger and Rob.
Yeah, Rob. Yeah, she finessed Rob. You know, she saw a sucker and she licked it. She Kardashian. Oh, your daddy. Come on now. So that's a stat. So therefore, if your baby daddies are not married, they're in the top 20%. So the thing is, with these Gen Z, you got 3 Gen Z babies. You got 1 Gen Z, and I love kids. It's only gonna get worse.
Absolutely. What you mean it's gonna get worse?
Because if a woman has a 40% more chance of being a baby mama than a wife, think about it. Because 70% of black kids grow up in a single parent household, unfortunately. But women are only married at millennial.
So are you saying that it's going to get worse, like saying my son is going to father multiple children?
No, I didn't say that. Is it that?
That's what I'm asking.
Okay,
you mean
when your son,
worse?
When Lil Stokely starts stroking, so
He's so irritating.
There's a 70% chance the woman he gets pregnant is going to be a single mom. But there's a 30% chance he would be his wife.
I get what you're saying.
Exactly. And you talking that as well. I hope he.
So then, the parents of Gen X children, we definitely have to change that and have 100%. More conversations about intercourse, consent, responsibility.
That's real. I'm glad.
How
y'all
to watch people.
I appreciate that.
How they act on an everyday basis.
Emotional intelligence, all
that stuff. Like the guy that from Detroit that I'm talking to, we was talking about wives and dating and stuff like that. And he was like, how would I know if you're a good wife if you don't treat me a certain way? And I said, well, it's not about how I treat you in particular. It's how I treat myself, my son, and how I take care of my household and my daily responsibilities and how I handle those. It's more to it than just how you treat him. I'm working every day, I'm on time, I'm punctual, I take care of my house. On Sundays, I cook, I clean, I wash dishes, I make sure my son is straight, I get him ready, I'm not out all night, we have a schedule, a bedtime, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That should tell you as a man what type of woman I am.
Facts.
So then that would tell you, would I be a good wife to you or not, if those are the qualities you're looking for. It has absolutely nothing to do with how I treat you in particular.
I agree.
Because if I'm this way in my home and in my space, of course I'm going to nurture you and treat you well with respect and everything like that. Like you're going to come with whatever I give.
That too.
So I would have to teach my son, like, you have to watch how people move on a daily basis, how they handle their own responsibilities, how they take care of themselves, how they take care of their children, et cetera, et cetera. Like, we have to start teaching our kids that kind of stuff, to look for those qualities in that person before you lay down with them.
Yep.
Not strap it up before you just decide to get married.
So just like the women, because you got to understand, well, it's really 26%, like 26, I like to say 30. Only 30% of black women, that's Generation X.
Where do you get all these statistics from?
Bureau of Labor and Statistics. It's my job to know this because I work in market research. If I don't know this, I don't get paid.
Right.
My ass going to be on the freeway, underneath the freeway or some shit.
Oh, no, we don't want that.
Thank you. Exactly. So therefore, Bureau of Labor and Statistics, they do statistics on all humans, all 300 million Americans. But the thing is, if most 70% of black women were never wives, it's kind of hard for them to teach their daughters to be a wife and things and those.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
You can't teach what you don't know.
100%. So therefore, how can I say this in a nicer way? I'll just call myself. So therefore,
just say it. you ain't had a
therefore,
filter yet.
The main thing they can teach them, the main thing they can teach your daughters, you have 3 queens, to please require marriage before you put a baby in.
Right.
Because y'all control sex. How many forms of birth control? 23 or something like that? Just say to your daughter, you got a 16. She probably as big as you.
And she is.
Thank you. And I know she probably want to get married. Nothing wrong with that. Because in this tech industry, these guys are making money. Gen Z, technology. We didn't have that when we were growing up. Right. I grew up in the 90s. So therefore, these girls be Silicon Valley. She might run into one of them dudes. When she decide, of course she's going to have sex. She is. But when she becomes a wife, make sure that before she has a child, make sure it's a ring on her finger. You're going to feel more secure about that.
I talk to my children.
It's not no guarantee, we know, but you can control that. It's Planned Parenthood. Women love zodiac signs. You can tell, okay, you Sagittarius, right? So therefore, that means you probably had sex around like Valentine's Day or something. You can control when you want to have your kid. Am I right, though? Tell me if I'm wrong.
If you know when you're ovulating, you can control when you get pregnant.
But you can kind of, I like Aries. So I want to have sex around.
It's an Aries.
It's the reason why they call it Planned Parenthood. I'm just a big fan of Planned Parenthood because I don't have any kids. And the 2 women that I'm thinking about having a kid with, I told her, like, I would want to plan that. Like, that's something.
Do you want to plan a marriage with that?
Yes, that's what I'll question.
Okay.
If I find the right one, 100%. But if I want to, because I want to carry on the legacy. I'm projected to make a lot of money in the next 10 years.
Well, I told
so therefore, yes,
you looked
exactly.
at the camera. Right.
Exactly. So therefore, I want to probably leave a legacy. So therefore,
my God.
I can plan it. And women.
Well, I told my best friend, I gave her some advice, and I told her to go ahead and have her baby because if you're trying to wait on a good man in your years from 35 to 40 to have a baby, just go ahead and have that baby because I just made the post today. And you are better off. You will have more luck finding a stepdaddy than you will a man that's gonna have your kid and stay in your house.
Yep.
And I'm about to get her. But you're right.
So
you want to know why?
You're not about to get me at all.
Listen.
That's just the
But you told her to have a baby, like just to have one, or with somebody?
She's going to get the
in vitro. Or?
Yeah.
Oh, so she knows.
What's the sperm bank?
How old is she? You
35.
35. Shit. Okay, yeah. By age 32, Bureau of Labor Statistics, a woman done passed 70 to 80% of her eggs, depending on genetics.
Yeah, that's why I told her to go ahead and have her baby. Because if you're waiting on a man to be your husband, your baby's father, and all around, you're not going to find a good man in the next 5 years.
She probably knows some good men, but then she feel they don't qualify. If 70% of women only want the 20% of men, of course some women going to be left out. And y'all outnumber us by a lot.
Yeah.
So therefore, that's why I agree with you. Right now, I ain't start making real money.
Some people didn't agree with me when I
that is true.
I shared that
That's
information.
Fair. That's fair.
But it's facts though. You will have a better time. You will be more successful at finding someone to take care of you, love you, marry you, and your child versus sleeping with a man who doesn't have children and y'all have y'all first baby together and he stay. Like you said, what percentage of men is that?
Percentage of men of what?
That marry women and have kids with them and stay with the woman. 30%. Yeah,
that's very small.
In my situation, though, it was opposite. Like he wanted the marriage. He wanted to stay. He wanted things to work. He was devastated. But for me, I'm like, ain't no way in hell. Like this, honestly, it should have never happened. So I feel like I should have stopped it before it happened, and I shouldn't have been trying to feel like doing it for my children. So I take on a lot of like, I take on everything of why we are not together, like why I left. But as far as the things leading up to why I decided to leave, it definitely goes both ways. Absolutely, sure. But I'd rather not. I'd rather be single and alone like I am now raising my children than to have my children in a chaotic, toxic household, because behaviors are very important and kids pick up on, exactly.
That's real.
And so, my kids have been, and I hate to say this, but they've been the happiest ever since we've been
apart.
That's what it's about. Because I love kids, so therefore I want to see them happy.
Yeah, like they don't have that stress and that going to bed at night worried, hearing us arguing and stuff like that. That shit is toxic and it's not okay. And I love myself and my children more than I love a man.
That's real. And
so it's very stressful. I grew up in a household like that for a short period of time, up until my mom finally let my dad go when I was in elementary, beginning of like in between elementary, middle school before I went to high school. Like just hearing it and being a witness to it as a little kid when you really don't understand what's going on, I definitely don't want that for my kid. So that goes into dating as a single mom. Like, it's not hard to date as a single mom because it's more than enough men willing. It's just what do I want from a person that I'm going to be serious with, whom I'll bring to my child. And at this big age of mine, like the next person that I'm going to be with, we will be like eventually married, living together. I'm concerned about my safety and my son's safety. That's my number one concern, 100%. Along with the other list of things. Yeah, but because men are not, a lot of men are not emotionally intelligent.
They bitch made. They was raised by their mama. A lot of homies that I'm not cool with, and I know nobody wants to talk bad about their mom, but as you become an adult as a man, you got to really, really reevaluate the men, women too. You got to really, really reevaluate the mentality of your mom. Don't you know there's some girls that grew up with a single mom, got cussed out twice a week for the first 18 years of their life? I've
been hearing that. That's so sad.
So as they become an adult, what they see every day? Them the girls that didn't cuss me out because I was late or something like that. And then some of these dudes getting cussed, oh, your daddy ain't this. And then they have kids, and then they baby mama put them through what their dad went through with your mama. Like I told you that with my homeboy. Mm-hmm. I said, dude, did you go talk to your pops? No, I ain't talking to that dude. No, go just talk to your pops, man. And he said, yeah, you was right. What my baby mama put me through now is what my mom put my dad through, even worse. I said, I told you. And everybody want to talk, mama, all these songs about mama and stuff. Go reevaluate. Because all these dudes stealing cars and all this, doing all this crime in Vegas, young niggas, 78% of them are raised by single moms.
Always got a percentage, girl.
Because I'm telling you.
Always got a stat.
100%.
I like these stats.
Yeah.
It's important because when they locked up and their mom is probably working, trying to support the other younger kids and stuff, where's your daddy at? Some of these dudes is meeting their daddy in prison. You got locked. Oh, my dad got locked up when I was 3. Then you stealing cars. You out here stealing Chargers and Challengers in Detroit mainly. That's
stealing catalytic converters.
Then you see your son in prison. You fail.
So let me ask you this: since the topic is, difficulty, whether it's difficult or not dating while being a single mother, would you date a single mother with children? And listen, you ain't gonna offend me. Yes or no?
Look at him.
Wait, no? You said no?
No.
You said dating, right?
Said no.
Huh?
You said dating or marry?
Both.
Either.
Okay, they're two different things.
Do you not date to marry? Like in hopes of, or you just date to have something to do?
Are you casually dating now? Are you
casually dating, like, because I know a large percent of black women are single moms, and that's what I attract the most. Being a caramel 6'3", 210-pound nigga.
I'm about to throw a cup of ice at you.
Please.
I'm just fucking with you. I gotta mess with you, but I'm just saying, like, dating, casually dating and stuff, single moms, yes, I do. But as far as marriage, I would love to have, this gets tricky, I would love to have my own legacy with my woman that doesn't have another nigga's kid. That's just me.
Okay.
That doesn't have another, that's just me. But there's a lot of good men. It's homies, I told you, my homies in my 40s that come to Vegas all the time. Some of them are divorced or they've long relationship for a long time. They might have a 16-year-old, 13 that's about to be out the house. Those are the guys that y'all need to court because they know what it is to have kids.
I know what I'm courting, but no. But
no, because just like I told her, like you might be the dude that's 45 that check all of Ashley Cash's boxes, but he have a 16-year-old. That boy about to be gone, but he might check all your boxes. Then y'all can spend more time together. You got one big. He know you got 2 younger ones, but you got a 16-year-old about to be gone, so you're gonna have more of his time. And if he's emotionally challenged, got his stuff together, came from a good home, hopefully had therapy and stuff like that, rock with it.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Now I like to meet that guy. Chop. He could probably teach me something, like, because I don't have a kid. I'm like, man, how is it you having a son? What I gotta get prepared for? And him being a man 10 years older than me, hey, this is what you do, man. See, that me and Ash just had this conversation. See, you do this, da 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 da.
So do you meet lots of women with no children?
I do meet a lot of women with no children. And that's the number one question.
Well, not do you meet a lot of women with no children. A lot of women who you would date with no children.
Wait, say that again?
I was saying, do you meet a lot of women who you would date with no children?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the young ladies from Houston right now, she doesn't have any. She just turned 29. And she's, I'm on my eggs and all that. So you still in your prime and all that. She doesn't have any children. But
that's what's up.
She jokes, and sometimes when we get a little tipsy, she'll joke with me like, Rebecca, if you have a kid on me, you know that disqualifies you to being my husband one day. Even though neither one of us are ready. Because I get on her nerves, and plus, and she's a spoiled brat. I like daddy's girl.
Because you're 35, so when you gonna be ready?
But as a man, as we get older, we become more valuable. We might be had a silver fox and all that stuff, gray hair.
More valuable?
Yes, because
men gain value as they get older.
Because a man don't hit his financial prime till like 45 to 55. And not only that, I'll be more able to provide. Like I told you, I took 2 L's starting a business.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
So am I going to be able to provide for her? Because, she from Houston. She got a good home and everything. And her dad is firm. Like, hey,
well, yeah, men who have multiple children do lose value. They're not.
Oh, and I got another. Can I throw another stat out there?
Like
just one more stat.
Okay, one more stat.
And she put on her Instagram. But to raise.
Why does this keep doing that?
To raise one kid, you got 3. To raise one kid throughout an 18-year span, it costs $250 to $300K with inflation. So therefore, that's average 12 to 15K a year. So if a dude got 5 kids, if he make $100K, you can knock off 10 grand per kid. Think about it.
Let me add up his shit with his 6 kids.
Yeah, see. But so therefore, if I make, for instance, I make 110, and then about 10 years from now, I make 250. But I have 5 kids.
Yeah, don't even out.
But if I have no kids, all my money's mine. I'm paying off my debt.
Yeah.
And then I can afford the ring, and me and her can go to Bora Bora.
That's why
I can invest all that into her.
And that's
sure
a responsible way of thinking. Most men
you.
Don't think that way.
And that's why I was more willing to have my son. At the time, my baby father made over $100,000.
That's real.
He didn't have any children. He had his own place.
Real.
He had a car. He had like small debt from college loans and shit like that. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this could work, right? Because I only dated men that didn't have children. Of course, I was 36 years old and I didn't have children myself.
Right.
So, yeah, like the older you get, the more money you make, the more valuable you are if you do not have a bunch of children, a bunch of baby mamas, and a bunch of women running around.
That's real.
And at the time, that's what he showed me. He left California to move to Las Vegas for us to be in a relationship.
That's real.
He transferred from same company, but he transferred from California to Las Vegas, and we were supposed to be in a very long-term relationship.
That's real.
His mindset, what he told me was I was it, and that was mine to him. We broke up because he cheated, and my baby was conceived on a one-night stand. Okay, me and K Fly threw a party. It was my cousin's birthday. We went to the strip club afterward. It was my sister's birthday. My sister came out. Everybody was drunk, turned up. I mean, we broke up in October. This happened in
that would be kind of hard. Like, y'all already fucked around with
smashing nobody else
anyway. Put a condom on, like.
I mean, it was what it was. I got pregnant on a one-night stand with my ex.
You hear what she's about to say?
And I'm always real honest. We wasn't kicking
in. We wasn't in talks like, I want you back or nothing like that. Wasn't no like, what you doing? Like, nothing.
But you already been getting the dick raw, so why go put a condom on it?
He came out to support me one night, and I got pregnant.
Say that again, Ashley. You're right.
I'm just saying, like, you already had the dick raw, so why go back and put it like...
And you was my ex, and you was the last person I was smashing, how
many other people he smashed in between that.
Now that's
because if he making 6,
well, yeah, that's obvious.
You just took that risk. You took that chance. Y'all was lit.
Well, I know that now.
Roll that dice.
I didn't realize that then how much of a thought he was, but.
What you attract to in a dude, other women gonna like him as well. You think? Come on now.
Well,
all the stats you just told him, other women know that.
But I told him that though when he got with this new girl, I said, "You are a catch, whether you believe it or not." I say you make over $100,000 a year. You have the basics. You have your shit together. You got a car. You don't got a bunch of women running around, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So there are women that's going to want you, especially when you're with someone who's beautiful and gorgeous. You put her on your social media. Yeah, all the bitches going to start throwing pussy at you. But the goal is not to catch it, though.
You sound like Seattle.
That's the thing.
Right.
The goal is not to be like, oh, so she going to let me smash, let me smash.
See, the logic.
Because my deal breaker is cheating. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So I had to go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got pregnant on a one night stand with my ex. Like we wasn't
shit. Oof.
And I hadn't seen him in like damn near a month.
Oh, he definitely had smashed 2 or 3 chicks.
Well, I'm
in
sure
my
he
opinion.
did, but
In
they
my
ain't got
opinion.
shit
Right,
to do with
I got
me.
homies that's just
6
like the
or
ones y'all
7.
had big.
But they ain't got shit to do with me though.
He
Like
smashed, yeah.
I
So,
wasn't
100K
smashing
nigga?
nobody. Yeah, but he ain't a 100K nigga now. So
Oh, no, yeah. I mean, it happened. You take, but he gonna
Not
get
taking
back.
care of-
How old is he? 41. He gonna-
41, 42, 43, one of
Failures
them.
of 4. I've been there. It's
I
time.
mean, it's not a failure. It's the fact that he started his own trucking company from scratch, and that's gonna take some time.
take
You know
some
what I'm
time.
saying? But you also, let me shut up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, by the time he 50, he'll get back.
I
He'll
don't
be
want to
there.
talk about nobody
So,
that don't
can
deserve
we
to be talked
just-
about.
What's up, Ash?
Where do single mothers go to date?
Oh, I
Like,
got y'all.
where do people?
I got you, Ash.
Hold on.
Because I
Let me
meet
not
'em.
let me not put myself in a box. Just where do people in general
I'm
go
about to
these
tell you.
days to date?
I met a
You ready?
couple
Like-
people on Facebook.
Nope, I ain't talking about no. I'm talking about face to face.
Oh, in person?
When she
Tell
okay.
us so we can
Like,
This
I'm
what
just-
you do, Ash. Because
Okay, what
I do this all the time.
I didn't put this in my notes.
You can tell me too. You
Okay.
can tell both of us.
Right.
Like, let me tell you, Ash.
You hang. They out in Vegas and LA too. You bang out in LA. They're close. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you do. You already done up and everything. Go to an upscale like the Montage. Sometimes I get free rooms there. Don't ask.
Okay, so you about to plug me? Okay.
Okay.
Lord.
Montage. Them rooms is like $800-900 a month. They have a bar at the bottom. Go there. You already done up. Get your favorite wine. Don't be on your phone. Just read a book. You read books?
Yes.
I read. Me and Jay. I read books. And just read the books.
Yeah, we read
And
books.
that's where you're gonna meet a lot of doctors and lawyers and dudes that got their shit because they can afford those rooms. And some of them guys are in their 40s and 50s. They probably have a kid, divorce or whatever. You know what questions to ask.
Yeah, absolutely.
And those guys, they hang out in upscale spots. Like tonight, we going to Delilah's at the Wynn.
I love Delilah's.
Thank you. We be there at 9:30.
Not thank you. It's not yours.
Wait, you going?
I wasn't invited.
Well,
No.
who's we?
No, I'm going. I'm meeting a young lady up there.
Oh, okay.
He got a date, girl.
Absolutely.
Ooh, thanks for the stars, you guys. Keep them coming.
You know, it's
Get
a good spot. Catch at the bar.
Catch. I was about to get there. Yeah, and Aria,
Yeah, I love
yes.
Catch. Oh my God, Catch
So a lot
is,
of dudes that
Catch
work
is
in
fire.
blue collar guys. They got their
Hold
own
on.
business and stuff. Yeah.
Tonight,
Ready,
'cause-
girl.
So upscale bars at hotels, the rooms is like 500 up. Because the Wynn Encore is the most expensive on the strip.
So let me tell you something though. I don't hang
That's
out in
called
Vegas.
fishing.
It is. I know.
You hang out in LA?
No, I don't do the Vegas
We
thing
not
because
new to this, shawty.
no, because people be thinking you out here selling pussy.
Yes, they do.
And it's like
I'm about to get to that.
No, in Vegas, as a black girl, when you dress up and you do your makeup, you put on your heels, and you sit at the bar quietly by yourself, you will have so many of the security swarming you. They automatically
It's always
think you
an excuse.
prostituting.
yeah.
But
honestly,
so,
It's
does
so
happen.
it's
And
so
I don't like
rude
the
and it's
looks
so
and, like, the-
disrespectful. It's so rude
Yeah,
and so
so I'm
disrespectful.
like,
it
I'm
make
not
you
going
not
out by
want to
myself.
go.
That is true. And you hang out in LA? Because I go to LA
Not
maybe
often.
like, okay, Equinox Gym. The membership, okay, Equinox Gym. The membership is like $250 a month. If you can afford that,
shit.
something like that. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
ain't
getting
nobody
there. I'm
paying
trying to help
for
you out. Because
membership to
one
go
thing,
meet some man.
but listen, because like I tell Jay, I have no emotional attachment to neither one of y'all. So I want y'all to win with the dude you dating or the one
Right.
of 3 niggas in your rotation. I want you to win. So therefore, I'm gonna tell you the game. Equinox Gym. If you can afford a $250 insurance payment on the gym membership, you got your shit together. And then LA Fitness up in Summerlin.
my friend was telling me the same thing.
Oh, we're not gonna do that.
LA Fitness up in Summerlin, the same exact thing. I think there's like 170, something like that. A lot of dudes that got business and stuff I meet up there that I network through. They be up there sometimes working out because they don't like going to the LVAC or the EOS and stuff. The 10,
Well, I
20
love EOS. I
Nothing
work
wrong
out
with
there
that.
every day.
Nothing wrong with that. But that's where the brokies, that's where the broke niggas like me
That
work
is
out
not true. And you not a brokey.
there. I'm broke. I ain't got no money, baby. I work out at LVCA, Las Vegas Athletic Club. It's $25 a month.
Ain't nothing wrong with LVAC.
I can't afford no Equinox, but that's where they hang out. And
Right.
stuff. But they are gonna think y'all selling pussy. But you're not selling pussy, so
No.
they can't take you to jail for something you didn't do.
No,
So you
I know.
can't worry
It's
about
just
that.
the vibe that it sets. It's annoying.
It's
like
an
everyone's
It is
looking at you
annoying.
and everybody's like,
But it's not supposed
you know,
to be easy, sweetie.
It's an
If
uncomfortable
There's a
vibe.
reason why only
Very.
20. Yeah,
It's
This-
uncomfortable vibe. Because you know why?
I'm
It's
listening.
only us that gets assumed
That is
that
true.
we're that.
Because my Jewish
It's
friends
not.
ask me
It's
about
not
sisters.
white girls. It's not Hispanic girls. It's
And
not
they are
Asian
the
girls,
ones that's
and
out
they
here.
are the main ones
You're
selling
right.
pussy out on Las Vegas
They
Boulevard
are.
at the hotels. But when you're a black girl and you go get dressed and you go take yourself out to the bar or something, because I love taking myself out for a little
and I go on
appetizer and
dates a
little
lot by
cocktail.
myself, but I stopped
Yeah.
doing it. I'm like, okay,
They
They
just
think, yeah,
assume
'cause
you're
of
a
how you look.
prostitute.
yeah.
You hit the
I remember
genetic
last
lottery.
times I was at where's Dre's at?
Cromwell.
Cromwell.
Mhm.
I was about to say Conrad. I was at the Cromwell, and the same. If I felt like it was the same bald headed white man that just kept talking to me, was like, "So who you here for? Who you meeting here?" Like, I'm not meeting nobody. Like, why are you being weird to me? Now I feel like you're undercover.
Exactly. Yep.
That shit is strange. The security look at you strange when you cute in your little dress and heels walking through the hotel. Especially the wind. Oh my God. I got carded at the wind. I got carded at the wind. A lot of rich and they swipe my. I'm like, why are you running my ID?
Trying to see if you're 86.
Like if you're 86 or if you in the system, I'm like,
yeah, they have to do that because a lot of boss niggas.
Like, why the fuck would you assume I'm out here selling pussy?
Yes, of course, scammers, drug dealers stay there too, but a lot of boss niggas go to the wind. That's the most expensive one.
Let me tell you something. If I'm gonna sell some pussy, I'm not gonna be walking around
That's
trying
smart.
to
Right.
Get what's the bust down site? OnlyFans. Get one of them. Still selling.
You ain't even gotta be on OnlyFans.
My homie just sent me my Eric Billinger ticket for this weekend, so it's gonna be some.
He gonna be at what you call it?
At Virgin.
So what's the hotel you said in LA?
Equinox.
That's
no, that's a gym. No, Montage.
Oh, okay.
Or the Beverly Hills Hilton.
The Montreal.
Montreal. Because sometimes with Rock
Nation, I
Nation,
said the Montreal. I feel like
the standard is decent. But yeah, you're gonna have to compete with them white chicks.
I'm not worried about competition, baby. It's never competition. Right. I'm never worried about competition.
The more of the story is when you hang up in upscale spots.
Absolutely. Right.
Like
definitely.
especially hotels and people like hotels with bars at the bar. Because a lot of people don't want to go nowhere, especially if you're a public figure. You're probably gonna run into the dudes, influencers, blue checks. They hang out.
Oh, them was the ones I stayed there. I run fast as fuck from them.
You can fly by.
But I'm just saying, but they still gonna approach you just based on how you look.
Right.
You can't stop that. Even if they just come over, you very pretty, nice to meet you, and they walk off. Sometimes if I know I'm gonna see a girl again, I do that. But I'm just saying I'm trying to get y'all to get. I want you to win.
No, I feel it. I appreciate it.
That's where I be at. Like we at the.
How are you with dating right now?
Oh yeah, Ash. I just gave her some games, so she.
I mean, my kids sleep with me every night, so.
Yeah, the reason I say this because women past 40 have kids because I don't want when your kids get older and have their own social life and stuff. That phone is too heavy for that.
It's not.
You gotta pull it back some.
Oh.
Really?
At the bottom.
At the bottom.
Pull it back some.
Tip it like this.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I don't want to see y'all, when y'all 55, y'all kids grown and doing their own thing, and y'all at home with the pets. Just no man right there rubbing y'all feet. That's what I want. I want that for y'all.
Where are we with dating, Ash?
I'm not dating, and I'm taking my time. Like no. I've been celibate for 4 months.
Nice.
And like I'm loving it. Like here's my thing. I'm very in tune with myself. And so it doesn't, and I keep busy. Like I'm hella busy. So it's not like I'm missing something or like it does get lonely. Don't get it twisted.
Massages like Daddy's little girl.
Shut the hell up.
Oh, I got a closet full of toys. If that's what you're trying to
open that.
But the thing is, I haven't been even yearning for the toys. Like that's not. I promise you. Like I don't know. My mental went to a different place after my last breakup. Like I think my mental just totally. I don't know, but anyway, the celibacy, I'm loving it. I don't it's like I don't introduce people to my children, so it's like it's hard to. I mean,
but yeah, I do not want to see 55-year-old beautiful sister,
and I don't think I'm going to be that. But it's like,
not, because I'm gonna check in. I never get rid of Facebook.
I'm not gonna be that
because
I'm just taking my time and letting whatever happens. Like I'm not forcing shit. I'm not looking. I'm not going out of my way to look for anything either.
Look at you, man.
I know, but those people I just don't.
You're right.
I don't even like to be approached a lot of times too. Don't you get annoyed of being approached sometimes? Like,
yeah,
it's just like
it is. The approach is very wrong.
Not all the time, but just like I get approached in the fucking grocery store. I'm sorry.
I was in Trader Joe's today. I saw this little
in the grocery store. Like I was at. Let me tell you something. I was at the checkout. It started to be not with the type of people, but I like how it happens at the grocery store. I'm at the checkout. I was at Smith's, and shut up. It's right by my house.
Everybody got bridge cars at Smith. I go there too, but still.
Anyway, so I'm at the checkout, and the guy, I saw him been, peeping me out a couple times on the little bread aisle, but it is what it is. So I go to checkout. He knew damn well he wasn't done shopping yet, but he hurries to go check out too.
I know that trick.
So I was done before him. Tell me why this man left his stuff at the register and chased me out to the parking lot and was nervous as hell. When he was going back into the store, he almost got hit by a fucking car. Like that's how nervous the man was.
Yeah. Would you tell how age?
He was older. He was older man actually. Yeah. He was probably in his late 40s.
That's too much.
And I was just like, I don't think that's not attractive to me. Like you left your confident.
Nah.
So it's like, but I keep getting approached in the grocery store.
That happens. That's the best place because I'm one of those guys. But my approach is real.
I don't get approached.
I had to wait till like
really?
But I use the occasion. This works. Like, how about this? She be in the aisle. I was like, how about this? You cook tonight and I cook tomorrow night. And I had a wine.
That's
how you know I handle
whack.
That would annoy me.
It is whack. It is whack at times.
Whack.
But
It's a conversation starter.
But the thing is, it's about the situation. My closing rate has been high with that. And then get her laugh. I'm just playing. My name's Robert. What's your name? XYZ, no doubt. How about I take you for a drink sometime? If you don't drink, let's go. One of them acai
take me for a
bowls.
drink after this show.
I'm not trying to stick. No. But anyway.
But you can still take me for a drink.
No, I've got plans.
No, you don't.
No.
He
You got one. You got a rotation, nigga. Thank you. I got you ready for.
I don't have no rotation to nobody.
If you want to see the young lady I'm taking out, you can meet us at Delilah's tonight.
One of the
She got a rotation, niggas.
It's been dropped because he assumed that I was broke, and I didn't appreciate that at all.
What's your finance have to do with it? See, that's what niggas.
Well, he invited me to Cabo this weekend, actually.
Don't go.
And I said, I was at work when he asked me, and I
He wants you to be a
said,
security blanket.
well, he knew that. Of course, this is the weekend now. I don't have my son. Everybody that I date know I don't hang out when I have my kids. So he asked me about this weekend, and I said, well, I asked him, what time did the flight leave? What were the days? Where we were staying? And this is a busy weekend.
He's paying?
Yeah, of
And
course.
he's going to expect some pussy.
And that's fine.
Shoot.
That's not the problem. The problem was, I said, this is the last weekend of the month. This is a busy weekend that I work, and rent is due on the 1st. What are we going to do about that?
That's smart.
You going to bust it wide open on that
You know
trip.
what I would have said?
And then he going to pay that rent.
Right, because I'm going to Cabo, and I'm
happened to
going
me.
to buy drinks. I'm going to drink, and I'm going to eat. I'm going to have a good time, which is great. I've been to Cabo before. Cabo is great. But in my early 20s, I've done that so many times. Like, I'm finna stop what I'm doing to go hang out with you. And then I get home, and I don't have nothing left.
That's
like,
real.
I done missed out on money at work. My rent due. I probably got my cell phone bill due. Like, and then I done missed out on all this money.
You
because at the end of the day, not to be telling my business, like as a nail technician, as a busy one, you make at minimum $300 a day.
I know.
On the weekend, I'm going to miss about a rack.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not going to throw the numbers out
Just
there.
coming to Cabo with you. So I'm not going to assume that I'm going to go have fun and, he's just going to look out for me. No, I'm going to ask up front.
That's smart.
Yep.
And that happened to me. Like this young lady.
But it was his response. It was very condescending. He said, well, maybe next time in the future you can go if I give you a little bit more time. No. I said, I don't want to go because I don't want to go, not because I can't afford to go.
So you got to slide.
I have financial goals that I'm trying to reach.
Meet us at Eric Bellinger. I can get one of my homies to fill that slot for you. But that happened to me. This young lady, let me tell you what happened. I got to fuck with Jay. But listen.
He all over the place.
But look, that happened to me. This young lady graduated from University, short story, from University of Nevada. And I didn't bring her flowers when I went to graduation. No, I got a surprise when we get back to Vegas. And I said, well, I'm going to take you down to Palm Springs. I love Palm Springs. She said, well, I got to work. I got this and that rent. I said, don't worry about that. I'll confiscate whatever. Do it. So
if he would have said that, I would have been in Cabo right now.
So we went down to Palm Springs, had brunch, took her Instagram pictures, do what we do, whatever, came back. And I said, how much your rent, whatever. I said, what you got to pay? So actually, my rent is taken care of. I got to pay X, Y, Z. And I said, send me the screenshot of the bill. And she sent me 3 screenshots. And so I sent her the Zelle what it was. Because I know she couldn't go to work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So did you expect sex?
No, we was already messing. She knew what was going down. I ain't no way I'm taking the girl down to Palm Springs.
I mean, ain't no way I want to go if I
we were
wasn't
messing around before that.
Okay.
Ain't no expect. It was going down.
I'm just wondering.
The vaginal activities was going. Come on now.
Because we were
Vaginal
supposed
activities?
we're supposed to come back on Sunday. Why we come back on Sunday? Because you got to work on Monday. Because you have your own private practice, as you should. Grown ass man with his own business.
That's real.
But yeah, you not finna
he fumbled.
make me miss out on money, and then you're like, oh, we come back on Sunday because I got work on Monday, and you like look out for you. Yeah, bitch. No, I've been to Cabo. I took myself, as a matter of fact.
He gonna apologize. I'm sorry, Miss
Cabo
Jackson.
and Cancun and Rocky Point.
Yeah.
I've been to Mexico. Mexico'd out. Thank you.
I'm gonna say
I'm not missing money for Mexico.
You know the best place I ever went with a chick, and we snuck to Bermuda, man. Best fish in the
Bermuda's
world.
beautiful.
It's the most beautiful place in the world. But yeah, that's what it was. So I feel you. See, I'm
So
fair-minded.
there's
Yeah,
one
I
off
compensated,
my
yeah.
roster. Yeah, I don't have. I'm not gonna say I don't have any. I still talk to Detroit from time to time. And I have a friend here
You got
that I see. And
So
today's
your
his birthday.
So where are
Shout
you
out to him.
meeting
Happy
these
birthday.
people?
Well, Detroit I met through my cousin on Super Bowl Sunday. We're at my cousin's house and he came through and we vibed. We've been
So you've been
seeing
hitting
each
it for
other.
about a month?
No, he hasn't been hitting it at
I'm
all.
about to throw a piece of ice. You want a piece of ice to throw here?
Yeah, I do. He
Okay,
hasn't
so
been hitting it at
you
all.
on a 90-day rule?
No, I'm not on a 90-day rule.
The reason I asked that, of course I'm being vulgar, but the higher the interest, the sooner is you smash the chick. In my experience.
I mean,
So
I think that I'm not on a 90-day rule.
Okay.
Well, and then the other guy, I've been on him since like 2005. We just started talking again like 2 weeks ago. But no, I'm not on a 90-day rule. Like a vibe is a vibe.
That's real.
Like I'm always DTF if I feel like fucking like I'm gonna do it.
But
I'm hella grown.
you are.
But,
you are hella grown.
Yeah, I'm hella grown. So
You 40.
Yeah, I am 40.
Ain't nobody asked all that.
Yes, I'm 40. But
Like 15, 16
no,
eggs
no,
left.
no, 90-day rule. Not even smashing like no.
Jay, you probably got like 16, 17 eggs left. You gonna have another kid?
Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't mind if it was by the right person because I still want that family dynamic. Like what I wanted with my son's father when we were in a relationship, I still want that because I never had it.
That's real. I
So when
that.
him and I were in a relationship, we talked about family, you know, being father staying in the home, black families, et cetera, all the statistics that you be talking
That's
about.
real.
But we were broken up when I got pregnant. But at the time, I'm like, I may not never get pregnant again. And I was 36 at the time. So I wanted to have my son. But I also, like I told you last episode, I asked him, did he want
the
baby?
Did the right thing.
And he said yes. Like I told you last episode, if he had said no, it would have just been me and my baby. Like, I'm not calling you for shit. But he said he wanted our son. So I had my son. But the family dynamic, the husband, all that, I still want that.
That's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm giving y'all the free game. But you get what I'm saying. Like, I did answer your question about where you meet and stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
That.
Mm-hmm.
But they gonna think you selling ass or whatever, but don't care that. But you're gonna meet the quality guys by the quality places you go. In Jing and downtown Zummer.
Absolutely.
I know I've been hearing so much about that place. And I be wanting to go, but I'm like,
now that I know you, Ash, you see me, I always buy.
You be in there,
I buy people drinks.
Yeah,
So
I've been
what was you
wanting
saying
to go
about
in there,
coming to
so.
Delilah's tonight?
Oh yeah, this young lady, yeah, she's staying at the Wynn Encore. I didn't get to see her last time she came to Vegas because I was in LA for work. So we're gonna go to Delilah's, have a few drinks. I'm being Mac Daddy mode. See what she on the vibe.
I'm not finna
Mac
interrupt
Daddy
that.
mode, Lord.
Yeah, so she's excited and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not coming on your date.
Let's go crash it.
That'd be funny if I showed up. And I'm like, this Ashley and Jay, and I've had to buy y'all drinks. So that's how it is.
Let's go crash it.
Yeah, let's go up there. What time you
Because
going
my
up
dad
there?
raised me. He's a
What time your
bartender.
reservation?
I think like 9:30, something
I'm
like
be
that.
like, yeah, we're
9:30.
here for
What's
the
it
Roberta
called?
party.
Wait, where's what place?
Delilah's at the
Delilah's.
You never been there? You'll know if you've been there.
I don't be looking at damn names. I just
Well, all the NFL, that's where all the NFL players hang out. If you was wondering,
I wasn't wondering. Okay.
that's where a lot of them. Because I'm a sports junkie.
I
so
wouldn't. I don't want to deal with nobody in the industry.
Yeah, you got to share them.
Been there, done that. No.
Like
Not you gotta share them.
Like, because one of my homegirls I work with, she's dating a guy that's an athlete, and I told her this, she don't want to listen to this. When you dating the top 1%.
I don't want to date an athlete.
Okay,
Yeah.
I told her this. She's 22 in her prime. I said, you got to understand, when you dating the top 5% of dudes, with athletes, entertainers,
You can give me a what's the people that scout them? You can give me an agent.
Oh,
okay, I understand. That's fair. So you networking, but these women trying to get wife. I said,
I would wife the agent.
women
before I wife
expect
the
those
player.
guys, these athletes, these 1% men to just have sex with them.
That's
Women don't
not
seem to
gonna
grasp. That's
happen.
not going to happen. She don't seem to grasp that. There are some outliers out there. There are some exceptions to the rule, but most of those guys, especially ones I know, acquaintances, whatever, they got 5 or 6 chicks. I done signed too many NDAs in the last 5 years.
Yeah, I want an agent. If I'm gonna do
See, you
sports,
networking.
I'm gonna do an agent.
You thinking like a 40-year-old. These girls, she's 22.
well, yeah.
She need to have y'all
She a
mentor.
kid.
Yeah, she a kid.
She'll get there.
That's how she'll get there. But I was telling her this. She's bad, little baddie,
After
but
a
she
couple
don't know yet.
divorces and a couple.
She dating a
scandals.
dude that's in the NFL, the real popular dude right now. So I'm
See, I don't want
like,
nobody popular. I want somebody
Low key.
very low key.
Dude, it's
I
business,
don't-
yeah.
mm-mm.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't
try
need
that out
popular.
for me. When you next time you in LA, go to the Montage. Just have a drink. Don't be on your phone. Just read a book.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be on cameras. Them things, yeah. And the guy come up to you, then you know what questions to ask. Some of them dudes, he might be, a pharmacy tech on his own business, his own practice or something. You never know. Oh, I'm divorced. I have a 10-year-old. Get the far
And
facts.
I tend to prefer entrepreneurs. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, it's
businessmen.
okay, like men who work a job. That's
That's
totally
right.
fine.
Yeah,
too. There's
that's
nothing
cool
wrong with
too.
that.
That's real.
Because most men are lazy and don't even want to work a damn job. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with the man working a job. But
20,
I
100%.
feel like I'm more compatible with,
That's real.
we
Very
got
small
more.
percentage.
Yeah.
But they're out there. I'm not gonna say you're delusional because there's very small percentage of guys that work. But most of the guys for Shaq that's in the high 6 figures and up, they have like careers because only 1% of men make $400K and up.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
used to a career,
Yeah,
man.
so therefore that's good. So yeah, but it's not too far fetched. But they hang out in upscale when the rooms
Places,
is $600 or
yeah.
$700. They in
Right.
that bar.
All right, Ashley, tell everybody your social media where they can find you.
Ooh, you guys can find me on Instagram.
And
It's
Facebook.
at Ashley Cassh, Cash CASSH, and also on Facebook at Ashley Henderson.
Ashley Henderson. What you
Right,
complaining
where they
about?
can find your ass at?
Huh?
Where they find you?
Y'all can find me on Christian Mingle,
Oh, Jesus.
LinkedIn, Robert Burns. That's where you can find me. That's
The way you look into the camera is
Yeah,
hilarious.
that's playing. No, Robert B, Instagram, Facebook.
Spell it
Throwing out some
for the people.
ROBEIR. A whole lot of positive stuff. Not complaining about customer service.
Oh, me too. Oh, hello.
And I call corporate.
Fist bump, yeah.
I just call
Thinking positive
corporate
stuff, yeah.
on my son's daycare.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
But yeah, because I had to look her
I
up.
just had a rant.
read some of her statuses like, dang, don't.
Yeah.
But they hung up on you, but did you cuss them
What?
out?
Which one was this?
Just like 2 days ago.
Okay.
Customer service, you had to re-explain yourself. Did you cuss them out?
Okay.
I was patient. I was still kind of patient.
Okay, I got you, Ash.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks for coming.
Rob.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Ashley, for coming. Y'all,
Thanks for having me, y'all.
Right after this, go to her Facebook Live. Her podcast will be broadcast live. It's called For the Love of Cash, right?
Yes, for the love of
Okay,
cash.
I'm gonna check it out.
And actually, it starts at 6:30.
How can I get on the show?
So yeah, I got another one, 6:30.
Oh,
We do
Lord.
guests too, but yes, every Sunday at 6:30, you guys. So,
Give me
yeah.
like a couple months in advance. Like you can text my iPhone. Android. And
And it won't pop up green.
It won't pop. It'll pop
Okay.
up blue. I'll give you my number after this. Yeah, I'll come with to some
Green
game.
is
But
for the money, honey.
that's one thing. Like I give
Y'all
women
can
game
find
too.
me at JaeMichelle22, JaeMichelle 22, Unapolojetic Jae. That's a J, not a G. On Instagram as well. TikTok, J_Michelle 22.
Android Michelle.
And on Facebook, Jae Michelle all across the board. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening. Shout out to Room Service Radio for providing this beautiful space for us to record
Shout out to
every
K-Fly.
other Sunday. We'll see y'all in a couple weeks. Bye.
No doubt.